Professor Moody, you're back early.
There's been a breakthrough in the investigation.
What investigation?
Have you forgotten already? Toland. They found his wand.
Toland. It's been 15 years.
They found his wand. They found it at the bottom of the Blue Mist Lake. You know what this means, right?
I know what it means.
I would have thought you would have been happier about this.
That's a part of my life I've chosen to leave in the past. Why can't you just let the dead rest?
He was murdered, Ravis. I'm sure of that now. Between finding Toland's wand and your amnesia, they must have obliviated your memory.
You're gonna keep pushing this, aren't you?
I am, and frankly, I'm surprised at your reaction. Don't you want justice? Don't you want to find out what happened to our best friend?
Justice can be a tricky thing, especially when paired with unknown variables.
Unknown variables?
You know, I've been working on a new spell while the staff's been away.
What spell?
I'll show you. Sedendo!
Board your boats, folks. You'll get left behind if you're not on a boat. Everyone aboard!
Everybody watch the hood.
Family just not like you that much?
No, they love me. They just assume that because I'm older I would understand.
And what are we talking about?
Alice didn't receive anything for Christmas.
That's horrible.
It's not that big of a deal. Come on, guys, I'm used to it.
I still think it's quite sad.
It is what it is.
Did you guys hear the big story in the Banshee this morning?
Nobody reads the Banshee.
Everybody reads the Banshee.
What's the story about?
The boy who disappeared 15 years ago, his name was Toland. They found his wand.
This is important because...
Don't be dense. All these years, everyone thought he disappeared. This proves that there was foul play involved.
They think he was murdered?
Yes, or at least that there is someone out there who knows what happened and hasn't come forward yet.
Weird.
Want to know the most interesting part? Toland was best friends with Professor Moody and Professor Ravis.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, it says that Professor Ravis was with Toland when he disappeared.
Wouldn't Professor Ravis know what happened?
That's the thing, he can't remember. He claims that his entire memory of the day is gone.
Like someone obliviated his memory?
Exactly.
We should ask Professor Moody about this.
Why not ask Professor Ravis too?
Aside from the fact that he already doesn't remember anything, the dude kind of gives me the creeps.
Agreed. Let's talk to Professor Moody when we get the chance.
Quiet, please. Thank you. Good evening, students. Let me be the first to officially welcome you all back to the spring term. Unfortunately, I have some sad news. Professor Moody never returned from her winter holiday. We're attempting to make contact, but in the meantime, I'd like to introduce her replacement, Professor Crow. Now, Professor Crow is a recent graduate of our academy. I have great faith that he will be able to fill in for Professor Moody until she returns. Now, without any further ado, I'd like to invite Professor Crow to say a few words.
Thank you, Professor. I have a lot of great memories here from my time at Ameriamor Academy. Professor Moody was my professor as well as yours. And she is one of the finest Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers out there. Wherever she is, I think we can all assume that she is someplace safe. I know Professor Moody would be proud of the work we are going to do in her absence.
Professor Moody's missing?
I wonder what happened to her.
She's probably off on one of her adventures again. She's always going places when she's not teaching.
Without telling anyone?
That doesn't sound like her.
No, not at all. It makes me a little nervous.
No, it's not like there's anything we can do.
And that is how you repel a disarming hex. Any questions? Yes, Peggy?
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but we learned this in our first year.
Yes, I'm very sorry about that. But, as we have not been able to find Professor Moody's teaching plans, let's look at this course as a bit of a review. I'll tell you what. Let's take a field trip.
But Professor Moody didn't say anything about a field trip.
Professor Moody is the one who took me on this field trip. I don't think she'll mind at all. Now, I can only take a few of you at once, or we risk the... well, we'll talk about that later. Why don't you two come up first? Come on. Don't be shy. Place your hands on the top of the book. Press firmly. Close your eyes. Transito Immortis!
Where did they go?
I sent them to the realm of the Undying.
Where are we?
That is a great question.
We should keep moving before whatever that was gets hungry.
I do find it weird that Professor Moody just went missing out of nowhere.
I hope she's okay.
I'm sure we'll find out something. My dad said they're opening an investigation.
Really? Did your dad say anything else?
They said that her disappearance was related to the cultists that she put away when she was in Aram. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just hope she's okay, or at least in a better situation than we are.
Wait. What's that?
Tarragon.
Alice, no. Alice, stop.
It's beautiful.
Someone seems to have forgotten their manners. Surname Renographer's Misnomas.
What were you thinking? Do you understand the danger you put them in, Crow?
I understand.
Do you? The realm of the Undying is a dangerous place full of dangerous creatures and dangerous secrets. I don't want to hear of you ever going to the realm of Undying again. That includes all of you and you, Professor Binks.
What? That's ridiculous. How else do you propose I gather wreathweed and bearbane?
Sir, it was my fault. She was only there gathering ingredients for her class.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely no one that teaches at or attends this school will ever go to that realm again. Is that understood? Your classes are starting soon. You're dismissed. Except for you, Atlas. And Crow, Professor Moody made a dangerous mistake in her career. Don't follow in her footsteps. Do you believe in magic, Atlas?
Yes, I do, sir.
I'm not talking about the magic that we teach here at school. Real magic is a flame that burns within each of us. It's in the hearts of our friends and in the shadows of our destiny. Be wary of those who would do you harm and seek to bend your flame to their will.
So what happened after you guys got in trouble?
Well, Alice decided to stay behind because one conversation with our creepy headmaster wasn't enough for him.
What did you two talk about? It was more of a monologue than a dialogue. He told me that real magic is a flame.
A flame?
I'm not really sure what he was going on about, but you wouldn't believe what I saw.
What?
Professor Moody's wand.
Unlikely.
Are you sure?
The wand's pretty distinctive. It was just laying on the floor in his office.
Maybe he did something to her.
Peggy, Ravis is one of the greatest wizards of all time. I doubt he had anything to do with it. Maybe we don't even know if it's her wand.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Breaking and entering?
Sounds dangerous. Let's do it!
How? He has an enchantment on the door. Only someone who looks like him can get in.
Polyjuice potion.
Polyjuice potions? Are you serious? I'm not drinking that.
Fine, we'll flip a coin. Heads, I go. Tails, Atlas goes. Fair?
Fair.
So now what? What is our actual plan?
We break into his office, find the wand.
Simple enough.
Hey guys, I'm sorry for the danger I put you to in. I hope you can forgive me.
Water under the bridge. Besides, I've never gotten to see an actual tarragon egg in my life before.
Thank you, boys. I hope the coming lessons will be more up to par with Professor Moody's original plans.
Professor, may I ask a question?
Of course.
Do you know how to brew Polyjuice potion? It's for an assignment in Professor Binks's class. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
There, it's all done.
Oh. Well, you know what happens next.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, but the coin was against you.
Wow.
Peggy?
Did it work?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my gosh.
Ready to go, Professor?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Professor, if you will.
Do you even know how to open it?
Damien Ravis. Where did you see Moody's wand, Atlas?
Oh, look! I found it! Shh! Ooh, sorry.
This is it. Let's go before
Gifted individuals here.
that.
For now, you should focus on getting to know your students and their abilities. We have some gifted individuals here.
Atlas, are you okay? Atlas, where are your glasses?
We need to leave now.
What the hell? Did you hear that?
That was way too close. Peggy, what spell did you use?
It was called Muffalato. It puts a buzzing noise into the victim's ears up to 5 minutes. I was in
The library?
I was in Professor Binks's class, actually.
Isn't she the potions teacher?
There were some books in the back. I actually found a really cool one named...
Getting off track here, guys.
Right, sorry. Anyways, what are we gonna do with Moody's wand?
Well...
You're about to tell me that we went outside the dorms past curfew, risked Peggy's life with a polyjuice potion, stole a wand from a very scary man, and you don't know what to do.
Basically.
I say we tell a teacher, someone that we can trust.
Davis, we can't tell a teacher. A teacher's been killed.
Peggy, if we don't tell a teacher, what else will we do?
If we have to, who can we trust with something this big?
What about Crow? He's always helped us with things. With homework assignments. If we tell Crow, he could be in danger.
Think about it. Crow's our best shot. If we don't tell him, then who else will we tell? He knows Ravis better than anybody else here.
Okay, we tell Crow. Won't he ask where we got Moody's wand? What are we going to tell him then?
The truth.
Go back to step if we have the evidence.
Okay then, we'll tell Crow. When do we tell him?
Tomorrow.
You've served me well these last 15 years, old friend. Unfortunately, I feel that our arrangement is coming to an end. Things are beginning to unravel. People are asking questions. Thankfully, we still have some time, and my safeguards will keep anyone from getting too close to you. Thank you for everything, my friend. Hello, Peggy, Davis, Atlas. Nice to see you this evening.
Nice to see you too, Professor.
Yeah, nice.
You know, I was walking around in my office and I came across something I think belongs to you. Well, I must be going. Have a nice evening.
He knows it was us.
Slow down. He doesn't know it was us. Let's just get the wand to Crow. He'll know what to do.
Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
We were wondering if we could ask you a few questions, get some advice.
Of course. Come in and take a seat at my desk.
Professor, can you help us with something?
If it's within my ability, yes.
We found this in Professor Ravis's office.
This is Moody's wand. How did you get this?
We used a polyjuice potion.
How did you know the password?
Yeah, actually. How did you know the password?
Well, I was walking through the hall one day and I happened to hear it.
It doesn't matter. This is alarming.
Can you help us?
I've known Ravis most of my life. I can't believe what you're suggesting.
Can you think of any other explanation?
No, I can't.
Please, be careful.
This is definitely Moody's wand.
What should we do?
Return to your common rooms. Tell no one of what you've discovered.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to speak with Ravis. As I said, I've known him a long time.
He's dangerous, Professor.
I'll be careful. Wait for me to return. And by the way, thank you for telling me this.
It was foolish of you to come here.
I know what you've done.
And you've come here to do what exactly? Kill me? Arrest me? You're still a child. What can you possibly do?
Don't make this harder than it needs to be. Come with me to the Imperium.
You're a fool. You've come here to face me alone? Where are the R's? You can't stop me by yourself.
You've murdered 2 people. You were supposed to be a beacon of light. A mentor to the wizarding world.
I will become so much more than that. I've discovered the secret to real power. Professor Moody was an unfortunate sacrifice that had to be made.
And Toland? You murdered your best friend, and for what?
My best friend? That little freak? He's weak. He is undeserving of the power that he was born with. Now that power belongs to me, and I will become the greatest wizard the wizarding world has ever seen.
Toland's alive?
He's my prisoner, the realm of the Undying.
You're keeping him alive to siphon his power?
My own everlasting battery.
You're a monster.
Perhaps, but this monster still has one last lesson to teach you.
Your lessons are over, Professor. Is that all you got? Getting old, Professor. Expelliarmus! It's over, Professor. I have the high ground. Surrender or be destroyed.
You really are a fool. Avada Kedavra! Today, we mourn. We mourn for our teacher. We mourn for our friend. We mourn for our colleague. We mourn for a life ended before its time. We are united in our grief over the passing of Professor Crow. We must stay strong. What happened to Professor Crow was a tragic accident. His death must serve as a lesson to all of us. Be mindful of your surroundings. Watch your step and pay attention to what you're doing. Professor Crow slipped on a bit of ice and fell from the bridge. Sometimes that's all it takes. I implore each of you, make your choices carefully. You never know when you may be confronted with your own patch of ice.
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace.
We have to stop him.
Are you kidding me? Ravis has killed 3 people. The last person who got involved ended up dead. I'm done.
You're just gonna let him get away with everything? You're gonna give up? Like a coward?
Call me a coward one more time.
Stop it! You both are being ridiculous. Look at what he's already done. Don't let him tear us apart too. Now, if you're done posturing, maybe we can come up with an actual plan.
Oh, I have an idea.
That doesn't put anyone else in danger.
Does that include us?
We're already in danger. Ravis knows about us. It's only a matter of time before he figures out what to do with us. What's that?
It's a Patronus.
I thought Patronuses were only used to fight off Dementors.
Didn't Professor Moody teach you anything? Although the primary purpose of Patronus is to fight off Dementor attacks, extremely powerful wizards have also been known to use them to carry messages.
And you think Professor Crow is one of those extremely powerful wizards?
Who else would have a Crow Patronus? Let's go see what it wants.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I let you down. I'm sorry I couldn't stop him. The three of you are now in terrible danger. I hope you won't give up, but I know it's not easy. And no one will blame you if you do. I suspect Ravis knows what you've been up to, and it's only a matter of time before he moves against you as well. There is still hope, however. When you came to me, I made a few discoveries on my own. Professor Ravis has been traveling to the realm of the Undying almost every day for years. I haven't been able to figure out what he's up to, but I suspect it's the key to his downfall. You can access the realm through the book in my classroom. It's a port key. You need only to place your hand upon its surface and speak the incantation. Find out what Ravis is doing. Bring him to justice. If you can find enough evidence, the Aurors will know what to do. Good luck.
We need to get that book. That's the answer.
And how exactly do we do that?
Easy. We break the door down.
Could you possibly be any louder?
Sorry, I can't see anything.
Lumos.
No students out of bed!
Stupefied!
Was that necessary?
Let's go.
Someone's gonna find him.
And we'll be long gone by then. Maybe we should see if it's unlocked first. That was unexpected.
How did we get here?
The door. Someone must have enchanted it.
Someone like me. I thought I told you never to come here again. You should have listened.
You killed Professor Crow.
I did. I would have gotten away with everything if it wasn't for you meddlesome kids. Thankfully, you walked right into my trap.
You enchanted the door.
I did. And I sent the Patronus. Did you really think Professor Crow was capable of that kind of magic?
Professor Crow is a greater wizard than you will ever be.
Professor Crow is dead, and soon the three of you will join.
Expelliarmus!
Just for that, you get to sit this one out.
Peggy, run.
No way, we can take them together.
You may try. You're very good. Professor Moody has taught you well.
You're done.
We need not be enemies, you know. There's great power in the dark arts. Professor Crow never told you his big secret, did he?
Secret?
Don't listen to him, he's trying to trick you.
Think about it. Did you ever wonder why I selected a child to replace Professor Moody? He's my son.
Your son?
He's lying.
Think about it. We chose that name to keep his identity a secret. Crow, Ravis, come on.
You killed your own son?
Stop it. Both of Professor Crow's parents are extremely powerful warriors with the Imperium. He's lying to you.
You're a clever girl. Too clever.
No, he's in my head!
Peggy! Peggy!
If you want to stop me, you'll have to kill her.
Let her go!
It's the only way.
Peggy, fight him! You can do it!
All alone now, Atlas.
What did you do to her?
She's unharmed. Whether or not she stays that way is up to you.
Up to me?
As I said, we need not be enemies. We are so close, Atlas. So close. And together, I know we can unlock the secrets to this place.
What secrets?
The only secret that matters. Eternal life.
Eternal life?
Yes. Toland is the key. His power is unprecedented in the wizarding world. Even the founders themselves pale in comparison to his power.
That's what all of this is about? You want to live forever?
I will live forever. The question is, will you?
Why would I want to live forever in a world where people like you exist?
So be it.
Avada Kedavra!
Atlas, we don't have much time.
Toland is the key. He's drawing his power from Toland.
We can break their connection, but only for a moment. You'll need to be fast.
Tell us when you're ready.
I'm ready!
Did I just save the day?
Actually, I think your friend did.
Wait, where's Peggy?
Oh no.
She gonna be okay?
Oh no. He did something to her mind.
Who are you? Where are we?
You're alive.
Barely.
I bet you have a million questions.
Actually, I just want to go home.
After 15 years as Rivers' prisoner, Toland returned to Ameriamor Academy. He was delighted to see that many of his former friends were now teachers. Unfortunately, he found out that the world had left him behind. Rivers was right though. In the end, real magic lives in the hearts of our friends. It is a flame that can never be extinguished.